So, just an update on this doe. She did pass what looks like an undeveloped fetus. There were bones and ribs, and you could kind of tell there may have been legs and a body and a head, sort of. But she did pass it, and she's just kind of wet on the backside now. So, yeah, we don't know if there's any more in there. Her belly's pretty tight still, so she could have another kid in there and deliver it normally. I guess time's gonna tell. And she's eating and drinking. Gave her some sugar water over there, and so I guess we're just gonna let her stay in here, make sure everything's okay. Definitely give her some antibiotics, and she should be good to go. So we'll find out, and I'll just keep an eye on this doe. I'm not going to show the pictures of the fetus because it's just, yeah, completely undeveloped. I mean, there's just pieces literally of, you can see where there were ribs formed and there were bones, but nothing structural where you could hardly make it out. And it wasn't until I separated it out that I really looked, and somebody had told me, one of my friends, that it could have been an undeveloped fetus. So I took it back out of the bag and I checked it out, and I'm like, it does look like a very undeveloped fetus. So she might go on to have another one later on. Who knows? We'll just keep her in here and keep an eye on her. And she's acting perfectly normal, really. She didn't act like she was in labor or anything like that. She passed that all by herself. And at first I wasn't really sure. It looked like it might have been maybe a vaginal prolapse, possibly. And that wasn't the case. It definitely was not a rectal prolapse. It wasn't any kind of a prolapse. So she did pass a kiddo, and it was very unformed, which means that it was just barely, I don't even know, developing. It had ribs, and that's about really all you can make out, other than there were some bones. So, and it looked like there may have been legs, like it tried to form, but it didn't. And so for whatever reason, hi Sadie, that's the deal. And we're just gonna keep her in the stall, feed her, watch her, make sure she is doing okay, doesn't run a fever, everything should be okay. And just keep an eye on that backside. She's just wet and stuff back there, and yeah, so that's fairly normal after they've passed a kid. So yeah, that's where we stand right now. So we'll just keep an eye on her, and I will update you guys as we find out more. Thanks for watching.